let me know when you're all set.
Yep. I'm good. Can you hear me? It's not working. Hello?
Okay, there you are.
That was weird.
Yeah, I couldn't. I felt like you would have said something, but I was like,
It didn't work until I muted myself and then unmuted. It's strange.
this
Weird.
Discord's being funky. Welcome. Hello.
Sorry, I actually left work early today, and I guess that threw me off.
It's fine. You're fine. What threw me off is when I got on the computer and the time zone changed all by itself, and my computer said it was an hour earlier, and I had like a solid 30 seconds of looking between my phone and the computer trying to decide which one was going to be right.
Oh.
So that was fun. All right.
We had a visitor from the board of pharmacy today, so I was like,
Ew.
I'm dipping because I don't know which room I need to be in.
Visits from higher ups always really stressed me out when I worked corporate type jobs. All right, are we all set?
Yes.
Got us up and running, Gabby?
Yep.
All right. Dun 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 dun. You guys left off last at the Watcher's Pool after having defeated a fair few bad guys and looting a harp from a very rickety house on top of a cave.
And a wand, I think.
Yep.
Yes. That is correct.
And we were told to go west of the tollway to find a raft.
Nope.
East.
I just pasted it. Yeah, I just pasted it in there. Roll 20.
So that's a DM typo. It is supposed to be west. If I could possibly know my directions. Yeah, I changed it in the session info with like bolds because I messed that up. But here goes Silva, keeping excellent notes.
Okay.
But it is west. He's meant to say west of the tollway.
That makes more sense because on the map I was like, Bad Florence is west. Where are we going?
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to get it from the east.
I thought maybe we had to go east and
circle back around.
Poured it across the land.
Yeah.
I thought it was just some weird, like, Feywild misdirect.
Can we see the
guys
map?
On your toes? Yeah.
I would like to pull the map out of my bag.
On the map, on the map, on the map, on the map. And you guys are up here at the pool.
Okay.
And here's the tollway where the Triarchy lives.
And I assume this is water?
Yes.
Yes.
And we probably pick up the raft there to go to this structure. Maybe.
Yeah.
Seems a logical deduction.
How long will it take us to get there?
It's hard to say.
I have no idea.
If you were to listen to what the map says, it's about
we could use
9 miles away to the destination, and about 8.5 to your raft.
Okay.
If you're going straight ahead.
So the raft's here at like the beginning of the creek or lake or whatever, river,
more or less.
Okay.
You guys can go 3 miles in an hour at a normal traveling pace. So it would take you about a little under 3 hours.
What time of day do you think we're at?
So hither is a little bit, you aren't sure. It's more like how long has it been since you slept? Because hither is in a perpetual state of like dusky twilight.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about light changing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is rather perpetual. Pleasant, but
What are all these? Are these actually, like, these actually exist, these wells?
I would say it's safe to say that you can assume those are not exact locations. They are symbolism for the many wells that are spread throughout hither.
Did we ever find out anything about those? Because I thought we only visited this one, I think. It was like a geyser.
You did stop by one of the exploding wells. I don't know if you necessarily found out anything about them, but you had a positive interaction with some will-o'-the-wisps there.
Okay.
And you had a little bit of a blessing for a short time.
Okay. I just thought it was weird that
Right.
there's so many on the map. Carry on.
With them. That's why the swamp levels continuously go from up to your shoulders, water deep, to trucking through the mud.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, back to the Britain's Tollway?
Yes. I need to talk to my men.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. You do that, Malik.
Yeah, okay. You do that. Sure. Fine.
You guys make your way about an hour and a half, and you find yourself at a familiar location.
He walks in with authority. And he looks around. I can't really appoint a leader. You two, go gather up the rest. I have important news.
Right away, sir. And they give you a quick stand salute.
It's gonna be yes.
Rush off. And it only takes a few moments for... Oh, I don't like that. Them to return. Nope. Alongside two others who are sort of sleepily rubbing their faces.
All right, man.
Reporting for duty, sir.
I can never get over that. So, I have need of your herbalism skills, I suppose. Could you act as my scouts, or I suppose terrain's always changing, so that would be pointless. How about you wander hither and collect herbs for me? In return, I will give you a paycheck, as I understand it's called. For every herb you bring me, I will give you 10 gold. How does that sound?
While you're explaining their new set of orders, as it were, they're sort of looking at each other with not necessarily disbelief, more like distaste. Because previously they were off robbing anybody who dared walk across their realm. But before any of them have time to complain or interject, you mentioned that the cost for each of these pieces of herb will be 10 gold. And instantly their faces right themselves, and they plaster smiles that are very likely real onto them, and nod and various echoes of, yes, sir, right away, sir, absolutely, sir.
Before you go, do any of you have any complaints you wish to voice? I am a most caring leader, after all, so please do tell.
One of the ones that you had sent to grab the other two, he steps forward and he says, begging your pardon, sir. There are no complaints at this time, aside from the fact that, well, frankly, we were bored. But now that we have these new orders, we will put them to good use, our skills to good use right away.
I see. would this be a time to use my eye for deceits or detail? I mean, it just lets me make investigation check to decipher clues or hidden. What's the word?
Agendas?
Odd. Yeah, like more just
I don't
a good
think it's
read on it.
applicable in this particular situation.
Does
Yeah, that's fair.
Malik
I'm just checking whatever.
even have that
What?
much gold on him?
Yeah, that's what I was
He don't-
wondering. How much do you have?
I don't have that much. It's just because I know they won't be able to find much. It's like
We'll
you give
see.
them a big reward, knowing they'll never be able to get the item.
What if you do? What if they do?
Well, I have the gold in that case. I also have some.
You have 10 gold per herb.
Well, I'm not gonna be able to find that many herbs to begin with. I think I'm gonna find the one that leaves 2. I have roughly 20 gold, so it's fine in the end.
Sure.
I'm just not gonna be able to find it
Okay.
that fast. 'Cause they suck at it. They suck at finding shit. I think.
Hopefully it
We'll
doesn't
see.
come to bite you in the butt.
See, that's the fun part.
At the very least, he could get a bunch of herbs and then kill them, you know?
Yeah, that too.
I'll
Yeah,
help you
it's a
kill them if you
possibility.
split the herbs with me.
There's
We're
an
gonna
idea.
need so many to make one potion. We're gonna be. Okay. Sorry. I am
Don't
crazy.
start that.
I know. It's contagious.
Mhm.
Anywho, keep in mind these herb finding tasks is simply a secondary duty. If you are bored, do feel free to pillage, rob, and your common banditry. As a matter of fact, I will reward that as well. If you are to find something of interest, I will potentially haggle you for it. I might even craft you a special item, and he'll rip off his ear and show his
Ah.
meat sickle. I could even craft you something special.
There's a chorus
Neat.
of squeaky gaps among them all as you dismember yourself so casually. But a couple of them lean in with some interest. Oh, huh.
He also
Alright.
flicks a 10 gold hematite between his fingers. There are, of course, the more mundane way of being paid. But that all depends on your performance. That is all. Feel free to go about your business, whether it be finding herbs or robbing people. Oh, we also did kill the guardian in the lake, if that has any importance
No,
to
we
you.
didn't.
No, we didn't.
Oh, never mind. We did not kill
You
the
just
guardian.
you just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, we beat him blue and bloody.
He gave up before we even knocked him unconscious. Jeez. Don't exaggerate.
No.
You weren't
See,
even
my
gonna
memory
do-
was like he got so terribly one-sided. I just thought he died.
No, but I mean, even
Oh,
during
well.
the entire fight, y'all were doing non-lethal damage. At least so was.
Yep.
Just debate killing him, but I feel like I will get killed by Meadow in return.
No, I'm
So,
forbidden to kill you. Apparently.
I don't mind
By
it.
whom?
Anyway, you are all free to go as you please. I am gonna just, I don't know, do my own thing, I guess. Just kind of sits down, table, and just sits there, blank face.
Okay. So, are you guys gonna like take a rest here, or are you staying here while the others go off to look for their raft?
I don't know.
I mean, we just
gonna
had a
wait.
short rest.
True. You don't have to stay and supervise them.
I know. I just
Unless
don't
you
know what
wish
the
to.
group wants to do.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna waiting.
Well,
I
I was
assume
planning on
we
finding
should
a
be
raft.
heading toward the raft. Yep.
They all go about their various businesses. A couple of them leave, a couple of them move through the stump. Whilst you all make your plan to head further west towards where you might find a raft. After about an hour and a half or so, through the dense murky swamp, it is Reuben's eyes that finally spot your quarry. It's half buried in the thick mud, barely visible, but there, nonetheless.
Oh, that was simple. Just starts walking up to it, I guess. No care in the world. Actually,
The mud is sticky, and your boots still stick into it as you use all of your effort to pick your leg up one after the other. As you make your way to the raft, you bend down to sort of reach for the wooden edges of it, and you pull, but it doesn't budge.
Right. Who's particularly strong? Because I am not.
I
Anybody?
think Ruben's pretty strong.
I know he's got good constitution, but I don't know about strength.
Oh,
Are
you're
you
supposed to
strong,
be weak,
Ruben?
Ruben?
Can
I mean,
can I use Druid Craft
relatively.
to lift it?
I don't believe so.
Okay, then never mind. I'll just sit over here.
I'm proficient in athletics, but it's only a +3. I mean, I could try.
It's better than
pulling.
minus.
Go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Does anybody want to help?
Dig your
I
heels
can
in.
I can try to help, but I have a -1 if that even matters.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can help.
I am noodle arm spaghetti.
Same here.
Ruben will come help.
Okay. Do you have better than a +3? So I assume it's an athletics check, Grim.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fine.
No, Ruben's about on your level as well.
Okay. All right. So I will do an athletics check with.
You can make it with advantage. The four of you trudge through the mud, pry your fingers
And that's
underneath,
not great.
lift with all of the strain in your back, which is surely to be felt later. But it makes no budge. You can tell, however, with the strain and the eyes and the efforts of four of you, that not only is the raft itself quite heavy, but it's very deeply buried in this mud, sort of creating like a pressure lock on it.
We see anything lying around that we can use to dig, like maybe some branches or rocks or anything? Any makeshift tools? I assume no one's carrying any tools that we could use.
I don't know about carrying tools. I mean,
Ooh.
there are lots of trees and different sort of floras that you could definitely use in various states of like sturdiness. Might break a couple of branches.
I also have a quarterstaff I could use to try to lever it. I don't know if that would be stronger than any branches we can find. Anybody have any other ideas?
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
Is there water here or just mud?
Right now, there is very little water, and all it does is make the mud more like sticky. But it is wet. There has been water recently.
Oh, what if we use that that water thingy? The water jet propeller thingy. That Runa, you have it, right?
I
The
thought
fountain?
about it, but how are we gonna use it?
Just wondering, I mean, how much water can it produce?
A lot.
Just wondering if we could produce enough to kind of unstick it from the mud, and then I could try prying it out with my quarterstaff at the same time.
Mm,
Mhm.
it's-
I mean, unless somebody's got like a
So,
magical solution to it, I don't know what else to try.
I mean,
uh,
30
I think
gallons of
we're.
water
Let's see.
seems kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You
mean, it's
guys stand around the raft, I imagine, like, sort of like your hands on your hips, puzzling over it.
mm-hmm.
And as you are deliberating on what might you do, there is a sudden rush of water that signals a familiar change. The water level begins to rise up high once more to its 5-foot depth. And as it rises, with a groan and a vibrating, sucking sound at your feet, the raft slowly emerges from the mud. It floats serenely on the surface, now free from its muddy prison.
Excellent.
Well, we didn't have to do anything.
Everybody hop on.
I have swamp stilts. Forgot about that. Huh.
You begin to clamber aboard your raft. But you're not going anywhere at current. Because there is no current.
Where do we need to go? Which direction?
Further west.
Okay. Can I use the decanter of endless water and like you know, hold it on the raft to the opposite
Oh,
side
like
where we need to
propellant?
go. Yeah, like a propellant, yeah.
Nice,
That's a great idea. And I'll give you inspiration for it if you don't already have some inspiration. That seems like it would work just fine to me.
So, guys,
There might be some room for error. You might crash a little bit. But sounds like it could work.
What spell are you using?
it's decanter.
Using the decanter.
If he says
Okay.
geyser, it shoots.
You have an echo all of a sudden, Silva.
Do I roll anything for it?
Had to take off my headphones for a minute.
I
Sorry.
don't think you need to roll anything.
No, you put the bottle of the decanter of water into the water beneath you, and it takes pretty regular attention. You kind of have to stopper it and unstopper it and all of that, because the geyser only produces so much water, so much force.
Mm-hmm.
And as you are in this water, there becomes a clear direction of like where this water is flowing. It's no longer just the whole swamp is filled with water. It's now become more of a channel as you move along. And as you are shooting yourself along that channel, there does become a slow, sort of gentle current, but a current nonetheless, and it carries you along. As you get closer, the thick fog that is hanging in the air begins to get thicker and obscures the area around you so that the world appears to have shrunk to only 20 feet in all directions. Before you, the waterway widens further, and the current slows, sort of giving the impression that you have entered a lake. As you float along, probably having one of your more relaxing moments in Hither that you've had so far, you can hear croaking voices that penetrate the fog, through which dark shapes appear, resolving into 2 rowboats. And manning the oars of these 2 rowboats are 2 bullywugs. They croak to you in Sylvan. Welcome to Downfall, travelers! And one
Who
of them,
understands Sylvan?
I believe.
I cannot see anything.
I do, but I can't see anything.
Check the bottom left.
Do focus thing if you right click.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a real tiny part of the map.
Yeah.
There we go. Oops. There we go.
So, Meta, you'll have to translate for us.
I thought you knew Sylvan too.
Help.
No, my name's just Silva.
Maybe that's why.
I thought you said you did when you were with the Dryad, but okay.
No, you said it, and I didn't correct you because I wasn't sure, but I've since looked.
Fair.
Might be racist, but I thought like Elvish and Sylvan was the same thing.
Yeah, that's racist.
It is racist.
Okay.
Yeah, I speak Elvish, but not Sylvan.
Ruben, I think you
Same.
do as well.
They use the same
Yeah, I was trying to
spell.
find it. I did just find it. Yeah.
Meadow says, they said, welcome to Downfall. That's where this place is located.
It's very nice of them. Are they gonna keep blocking the path?
Oh, we met someone from here, right? Is that where our friend is from?
I don't know. Is this the Bullywug Court?
Our esteemed King, Gullup the 19th, would greatly be honored to make your acquaintance. Especially you, your majesty.
And though you can't understand what he says, he does bow to you, Silva, as well as the other bullywug behind him in the little rowboat.
I
He said that,
gesture accepting their bows. Sorry.
Silva translate. Meadow just translates that.
They use a little gesture with their webbied hands, sort of towards the north, and they continue to say,
Head to the dock, and from there make your way across the stepping stones, through the balloon factory, over the bridge. There you'll find the gazebo where our king is holding his court.
Right.
and then without further ado, both boats sort of jet off into the water.
Okay.
That was hard. Wish I got a bow.
You're not royalty.
That doesn't mean now you're rubbing it in. Can we keep rowing?
Well, let's not keep the king waiting.
Runa, are you still propelling them, or are you just floating down the river now?
And no need, I think, to do that anymore.
We'll just be lazy rivering it.
Yeah. Very nice.
Meadow's
Relaxing.
flying about 10 feet above the raft.
So Meadow is not having any of the enjoyable relaxing time.
No, she's flying.
No, she's working. I hope there are at least some, like wind, like rafts that you can float on so you're not working so hard.
You all make your way, And with a little bit of help from Runa's decanter, your raft bumps against the pier.
Good sailing.
Above this pier is a balloon anchored by 4 thick ropes tied around wooden posts that are driven deep into the mire. The balloon's bladder expands and sags at irregular intervals as swamp gas fills it briefly before leaking out through various tears in its patchwork fabric. There is a bullywug who stands near the top of a ladder, and he is using a long silver needle in a spool of catgut to sew up one of the openings. There's a second who stands at the foot of the ladder to steady it, and huddled nearby are 3 giant frogs whose long tongues snap up passing insects.
So wait, what was it that they said about a balloon in the last clue?
Said go north, and the king's holding on to a balloon, and we should talk to him.
No, I don't think that's true.
No,
He
I
said
don't.
past the balloon factory.
Can someone other than
Well, I kind of
remember?
think that might be what they said, and I don't think we should just discount that.
No, he said go through the
The
balloon
rabbit
factory
man has a point.
to a
Okay,
gazebo.
balloon factory.
Can anyone prove he's not holding a balloon? I think we'll see.
So what is happening here? I'm asking our guide. What happens with this balloon? What are they doing with it?
It looks like they're repairing it. Why are you asking me? I
Yes.
don't know about these balloons.
I said I was asking our guide.
Who's your guide?
Didn't somebody walk? Nobody walked us here. Okay, I'm asking the frog dude. That's in front of me.
I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, I thought you might have been referring to Meadow, but then I was like, why?
No,
I
I'm
would-
sorry. I
you're
forgot that
fine.
we didn't. I somehow in my head I conflated the guys that met us with the person we just ran into.
No, that's fine. The toads here, they just croak at you, and they do that one-eyed, then the other-eyed blink that frogs do. But the bullywug at the bottom of the ladder croaks at you.
Repairing this balloon was damaged recently. But I think that you should probably go and see the king. We're not meant to be slacking off.
Okay, can you just answer one question? What is the purpose of the balloons?
Well, to fly around. From get to place.
So there are mostly just transportation?
What else would you use it for?
I'm not sure.
Poor bear.
Well, I got a few ideas.
I'm sure you do. All right,
He's telling the
so
dog.
shall we meet the king?
Yeah, you guys continue? You head further along, and you come to a row of boulders that are spaced 2 feet apart that are breaching the surface of the lake to form a walking path across a 40-foot wide waterway.
I'm going to attempt to cross.
The water is murky and dark, making it impossible to see the bottom as you step across the stones, and Meadow flies across without a care in the world.
Show off.
The first few steps do feel solid. However, as you step onto a middle stone...
Okay, let me back up. Oh, you won't let me back up.
I stopped you. As you step onto the middle stone, something feels different. There's a slight tremor beneath your boots. Subtle shift.
Do I feel a dexterity saving throw coming on?
Suddenly, the stone rumbles to life, And from the ground, you hear,
Ingratitude. No one asks the stone before they step on it. Always with the stepping and the stumping, never a word of thanks.
and
we
the
hear
boulder. Oh yeah, he says that in common.
Oh.
And I think you guys can see that far. The boulder shifts slightly and reveals itself to be the top of a large creature who is clearly displeased with its unexpected role as a stepping stone.
Oh,
Rock lobster.
love him. He's my friend now.
Do I
You
need
are
to do it?
still aboard.
Okay. I hastily take a step back onto a previous stone, which I hope is also not somebody, and I say, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't know. I didn't see you there. I didn't realize you were a sentient being. My apologies."
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
I'm terrible at persuasion. Well, not terrible, but all right.
I mean,
Does
if
she get
Malik can do
advantage
well,
for
you
being a
probably
queen?
can.
I certainly hope so, because that was a 7.
You know? Yeah, I'll give it to you. Go ahead.
Okay, good, because otherwise I was gonna have to use my my inspiration, which I forgot I had. Oh my god, I'm gonna use my
Okay.
inspiration.
Please don't be a 9.
That's not good. That'd be funny. No shit.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Counting up.
Just give him another roll for that one, honestly.
No,
Royal
I
flush.
can't.
Another
I'd
11 and you'll
love
be
to.
good.
Whoa!
I cannot
What?
believe
That's
that.
so funny
I think
though.
Jill
That's
jinxed you.
so funny.
I did.
He
Would-
grumbles
would-
and he says,
Like you mean it. Sing your apology with feeling.
You heard him. Tilda, sing.
I break into song,
Oh god.
which I am not good at, but I will attempt to sing for him.
Can I help
My
her by playing my
apology.
flute?
I will allow you to sing your apology and make a persuasion roll.
All right, I'm not gonna actually sing, but
Oh,
I
you're
will-
not?
No. Wait, persuasion or is it performance? It doesn't matter. They're the same.
Persuasion. Then I'll let you
Do I get
keep your
advantage?
advantage. I'll let you keep your advantage, though it has nothing to do with being queenly. It's because you're doing as he said.
No, it's because she
Roll a
helped
10.
me.
Roll a
Yeah,
10.
I'm playing my flute.
There you go.
14. Does that help?
You hope.
It does. You rolled the wrong thing, but it doesn't matter. You have the same.
It does. Yeah, they were the same.
the
That's
same
why
modifier.
I didn't change it. Yeah.
He grumbles, a deep echoing sigh that sort of like reverberates the water.
Well, perhaps you didn't mean any harm. Manners are so rare these days. Very well, I shall allow you to pass. But mind where you tread in the future. Not all stones are as forgiving as I.
And
Thank you, kind sir. And
he
is there
settles
anything-
back in, and you can step across to him.
I was going to ask him if there was anything I could do to in exchange for the inconvenience.
He rumbles his little rock body, and you see and hear some bubbles come up and pop on the surface. But he doesn't seem too pressed. He
Okay.
got his little
Oh.
performance, and he was quite pleased.
I pull out my quarterstaff and gently tap each rock, like kind of like tapping it on its
blind
shoulders
person.
before I step on it, just to see if anybody else pops out of the water. And I proceed across the. Do I make it to the other side?
Yes, this chicken does make it to the other side.
Okay.
Malik will go up next. And he will take out his meat sickle. He's not gonna throw
my
it to
God.
do damage, just like get his attention, like bonk bonk, I guess. Hello.
He's doing the same thing I was with
Witty.
my quarterstaff, but in a much more disgusting way.
Well, he's
Yeah,
made
precisely.
of stone. This is like This is like him taking out a stone or throwing it at someone. It's not that weird.
It's still made out of body parts.
It is a little bit weird for the rest of the
It's
party
disgusting.
to behold.
Party, but not him.
And he does a little shimmy, and there's some more bubbles. But he does not.
We can't really
Cost you.
behold. We just hear from because.
Hey, so could I step on you? Not in a intercourse or personal matter. Just that you're literally in the middle of the way to where I need to go.
He lifts his rock face out of the water and says, "Hurry along, join your friends. Take more care in the future."
Well, before I do, what's your name? Oh fuck no! Ignore that. I'm gonna do myself to a cycle. No. Ignore that, please. Take backs.
Okay.
Take backs.
Rewind it, and you didn't ask that question.
Oh, shit! I would have
I
been
want to
in
know
the
why
loop.
that was terrible.
It would have started an endless loop.
What's your name?
Okay.
Until he just kills
Oh,
me
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
persuasion. Okay.
Just call him Rocky.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Boulder Man. Oh, God,
Not a
I got
problem.
flashbacks
He
from the
settles
Reuben
back
one.
down in as you walk across.
Forces the sickle back into my head. The squelch.
Gross.
You guys coming?
Yeah, Ruben will ask each rock along the way if he can step on it.
God.
And
Are
he'll
you
wait
gonna
like
wait for
20 to
responses?
25 seconds before stepping on it. And then
I
he'll
love it.
clarify if you're okay with me stepping on you, don't not say anything.
Oh my
And
God!
walk
No,
across.
Say
Dustin,
anything?
hold on. Nope, I don't know what that meant. I don't
Don't
know
not
what
say
that
anything.
meant. I'm confused
That means-
immediately. You can't confuse
That
the
means
DM.
you have to say something. And
I
they're
think
not
Ruben
going
also
to.
is confused.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Ruben's
The
confused.
rock.
So basically, we're here
The
for another
rock
30
lifts
minutes
its-
waiting for him.
Yep.
So basically,
Yep.
like the
Yep.
rock, like it does like that. It's like the haltingly, like it's gonna lift its head, but like, should I lift? And then it's like, and then it just kind of like peeks one eye over the water level at you, Ruben, and gives like a rocky, like grinding sounding nod, and then falls back under the water level. You hurt my brain so hard with that. I instantly panicked. And you join your friends across the way. Whilst Runa remains 40 feet.
Okay, Rox, you are meant to be stepped on, so you're doing your job. Thank you very much.
That's one way to convince him.
Excuse me, mister.
And you make your way across without further incident.
Is this fog we're walking into?
I'm just gonna say those were the weirdest conversations to hear from the other side. Because we couldn't see anything.
Yeah. There is fog all around you. So you are all it's quote unquote daytime. But you are all basically like that's as far as you can see through the fog. Though as you push further north, the fog becomes not just impenetrable, but it is a full force that you cannot walk past, walk through, see through, and you know you've reached the border of hither if you go any further.
Just stick to the parts you can see.
I'm kind of at a wall where I can't see anymore.
Meadow, as you fly forward through the fog, you're able to see a wooden structure that stands on
Oh, I
stilts
see.
high above the lake.
So
It is topped by a steep conical roof made of thatch, and smoke is curling up from a hole at its apex. The windows are completely blacked out, and the air carries the smell of burned wood.
Guys, don't move any further. I'm pretty sure this is where the hag lives.
What? No.
I remember the
Okay.
unicorn horse carousel telling
Yeah,
us about
what?
a hutch
Yeah.
or a hut on stilts.
What was the message? There was something about her weakness too.
Wittershins. I just had to go counterclockwise around her.
Okay.
What?
Yeah,
That's so
Dancing
funny.
Wittershins. Yeah.
You
Fuck.
said move, or well, technically it's how to run, but surely flying would work too. But going
I mean-
counterclockwise, she's allergic apparently.
That sounds fun.
Okay. So how do we want to
No,
do
we need
this?
to. No, Malik, stop!
Hello!
Stop, Malik!
Stop, Malik. You're gonna be seen.
You
I am
walk
leaving
in.
you. I'm leaving you immediately. Goodbye.
You walk in, and this room is a charred mess. There's hazy smoke that hangs over scattered piles of burned and broken shelves, intermixed with whatever those shelves contained. Wisps of smoke snake into the air from several spots where smoldering wreckage threatens to ignite. In the center of the room is a distressed bullywug in leather smocks that scurries around the room with a bucket of water that's contents spill over the sides in his haste. The creature yells in Sylvan,
Grab a bucket! We have to make sure the fires are out!
I don't know what you're saying, but are you a hag? Would you tell me if you were a hag?
and likewise, he has no idea what you are saying, and he runs around trying to throw water onto these bits of wreckage.
Rabbit man, can you translate for me? I don't speak frog.
It says grab a bucket. Help put out the fires. And Ruben will go to grab a bucket and help.
I suppose this counts as doing a favor. Good idea, Rabbit man.
And do you
Yes,
grab
I
buckets
do.
to help him out?
Yeah, Ruben does.
Grab my mighty buckets.
Are those the little red things? Those buckets?
Those
So
are
the
cold.
buckets themselves are all on a low workbench. It's the only piece of undamaged furniture in the entire room. And there are 3 buckets on top. 2 of them are filled with water.
Why are we rolling initiative?
For the purpose
Oh,
of
firefighting.
fire.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, couldn't Runa just use their decanter of water?
Mhm.
I think that's absolutely a fair idea.
It'd be like getting an
Um,
actual fucking fire hose.
Mm-hmm.
The coal flicks around and it begins to set things aflame. Imagine, for those of you who have seen it, Spirited Away. Imagine, little flip sprites here. And as you get close to one, Silva, it begins to catch you aflame.
Drop and roll.
Wow, +7.
That does not hit.
Malik.
Wait, can you refresh? Because I think I'm next.
Oh, yeah, did you roll low? Oh, you should have gone before them. All right, so let's
I didn't know what theirs was.
go ahead.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab a bucket of water and dump it on the nearest one.
Okay. So, make
Range attack.
a d20 and add your dex modifier.
D20 plus dex. Okay. Just be a dex check. It's a 15.
You splash
hit.
the water onto the little coal, and it dims, but it ignites once more.
Okay.
Just throw them in the pond.
Grab
How
them
am I
with your
supposed to
hands,
touch
though?
it if it's on fire?
Yeah, I was like, gotta pick it up first.
I grab the
I
other
mean-
bucket and I dump it again quickly on it.
You can on your next turn.
Oh, I thought I had a second attack. No, because that wasn't. I
Because
guess
that
water
would require
isn't.
you to. Yeah,
Water
it's
is
a
not a
little
monk weapon. Never mind.
bit different. Yeah, that too.
Be like water.
It could be.
Okay, I'm done. Wait.
All right.
Wait, end of turn.
All right, we will use the same one I had last time. Malik.
Well, I might be a bit weird when I do this, but I want to grab the bucket and I want to like engulf the coal in it, like drowning it in the bucket if it's small enough.
How are you gonna pick it up and put it in there?
No, no, I'm. You know when you put a pillow on someone to like make them suffocate. I want to do that, but with the bucket.
Oh, so the
I
empty
want to
bucket,
kill it.
not a bucket of water.
Well,
You
no,
want to
with a
smother
bucket of
it,
water.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
want to
sense.
trap it so it gets no air.
So you're gonna
and
like
just fill the
upend
water.
the bucket on top of it.
Yes, I'm just gonna do something that's arguably horrific.
How big are these
Okay.
little coals? Are they like
Why?
They're
hand
very
size?
small. Yeah,
Yeah,
very
that's what I
small.
assumed.
So it shouldn't be hard to smother though.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So, is this grappling? Is this attack? What is this?
So, the coal, when it being submerged, it's an automatic hit, as they do not jump out of the way. They have no drive to save themselves. They're
Oh,
just
okay.
little bits of
That's
fire.
sad. It's kind of
Yeah,
depressing.
it is a little sad. That was a little sad. I realized that.
Well, they're not. I assume they're not sentient.
You
Well,
can make that assumption.
that is the ethics of magic. What counts as sentient or not? Oh well.
They might be
That's my
baby
turn.
elementals.
Maybe.
All right, and this young man is submerged. Go ahead and roll a d6. Milk.
8, 6. Nice. 8 damage, I'm guessing.
There's some rattling underneath the bucket.
Be quiet! Shh, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Well, that's terrible.
Yeah, I'm trying to. My best.
Ruben.
Ruben will take yeah, I guess I'll take a bucket of water and throw it on the same one that Silva threw out.
Okay. You toss your bucket and go ahead and make your dex roll.
Oh.
And as you are quickly moving to join Silva, you sort of like trip with one of your little rabbit feet over some of the refuse on the floor, and your splash misses its mark.
Can I trip and throw my bucket on Silva?
Yes, I love that.
Silva is drenched, turns to look at you like an angry red rat.
Well,
Ruben!
I mean,
Oh my gosh, I'm so
No.
sorry. I'm sorry.
would that give her resistance to 5 for one turn?
I love that. Since I'm wet, my next turn I'm just gonna lay down on top of one of them.
Oh god, that's even worse.
Resistance, not immunity.
No, it's fine.
Um,
It's a tiny little coal, and I'm gonna smother it.
Oh,
That's a fair.
God.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll give it to her. She is soaking wet right now.
Yep, but it's not my turn.
It's not. Are you gonna do anything else to try and beat it up, Ruben?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair. Once again, the little thing surges with its fireness.
Fiery fireness.
And though it begins to ignite you, Silva, you only take a single piece of damage. You do not catch fire this time.
Oh, did you? You gave me resistance. Awesome.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Thanks.
I think it makes perfect sense.
Excellent.
Runa.
Okay. So here is one, and then the rest of them are over there.
That you can see.
Even after water, they ignited again. What?
Yeah, but it was just a small. It was just a bucket of water. It might
Yeah,
not
it
have
was just
been
a
enough
tiny
water.
splash. Mm-hmm. Which will, of course, need to be refilled. It is not an endless bucket of water.
Not like some endless sources of water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get it. I'll use it.
Hint, hint, says Silva.
Okay, but Ruben, you're in the way, and you too, Silva. I guess I'll have to come here. Try to target this one with geyser.
All right.
It will also take bludgeoning damage. It have to make a dexterity of 13, strength save.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm also
and,
looking at something else first. Okay. Here we go. Normal rolls.
so they are pushed 15 feet away. And take 1d4 of bludgeoning damage.
Hey, you wanna roll it?
And knocked prone if they can be knocked prone.
Okay. I'm also going to Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
So, did it put it out? I missed what happened. Did it have any effect?
Runa can see that it is still an ember. It's just now in the next room.
So it
Do I
just pushed it
understand
away.
anything like about
But it did
the
not
nature
put
of
it
this
out.
creature?
It's dimmed, but it's not out.
Do I know what these creatures are? Like,
You know that they are the effects of a spell. Just a basic, animation spell. But that's all that they are. They're just normal pieces of coal that have just been brought to life with magic. Duke hurries up. And he throws his bucket And the coal in front of you guys hisses as the water makes contact.
Oops. That was an accident.
That was me. And the coal in front of the three of you glows brighter.
Brighter.
Dimmer.
Okay.
So sorry. It is dimmed by the water that the bullywug just threw up. Meadow,
Okay.
you fly back in.
Yeah, since they're not leaving. What am I seeing exactly? Because
This room is like, it's got the black sooty aftermath of fire. The furniture in here is completely crushed, broken. And there are little fires all over.
okay.
And you see your friends, some of them with buckets in their hands,
I'm gonna help
and a
the
bullywug.
ones on this side of the room because she doesn't like Malik.
Fair.
And can I use Druidcraft? Because it says I can snuff out a campfire.
Ooh.
That
That's a great
is smart.
idea.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
And I'll give you inspiration for the idea because it's very good.
I love that.
Me too. Can you post it for me?
Yes.
Does it do like an attack? So here's what I'm gonna have you do. I will let you use that, but I'm going to need you to roll a d20 to make the Cole's DC. Like
Okay.
AC.
That makes sense.
So if you roll well,
10.
and you did not, unfortunately.
Oh, cool.
The stream of magic leaves your hand, but it just misses its mark. The coal is a very tiny little thing on the floor there, despite its smolderingness.
Well, it says it's a spell. Well, I guess that makes sense because it doesn't say I have a DC, but it says spell save DC 12 at the end.
Oh.
What's your spellcasting modifier? Is it wisdom?
So the coal, you
Yeah.
think the coal should have done a spell save? I
I
mean,
don't know.
yeah.
I mean, it's up to the DM. She already made me roll a d20, so I guess we can just keep it that way.
What is your spell? Is it intelligence?
No, I think mine's wisdom.
Okay.
I have a +2 in wisdom.
If it's
Make
ranger,
a
it's
wisdom save.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a ranger.
All right. Well, it still has it got the same roll. But I do agree about the spell save DC. So we'll use that. I didn't notice that before. Thank you for pointing it out. And as you angle your magic at it, it is out as if it were drenched, and the coal sort of wormhole collapsing in on itself and pops out of existence.
Oof. Okay. I think.
And don't forget to add the inspiration on your sheet.
Yes, thank you. That's really all I can do right now. So.
Okay.
Also, can you fix the turn order? Because I'm actually 11.17, but I rolled late.
I see.
Yeah. Double sword.
I just sorted it though, but I don't know why it didn't.
It was probably after
I think
you sorted it, because I wasn't even sure Meta was coming into the house yet.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I had seen you roll initiative the first time around. I fixed it though.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want to try something. I want to run over here to this hole next to Malik, and then I'd like to take my sling and try to scoop it up and run out here and dump it in the water, if I can. If you think that's something I can attempt.
You guys have a lot of really good ideas tonight. Make a dex check.
Okay.
Absolutely.
22.
You scoop
Yes!
it up. You scoop it up in the little leather basket of your sling, and you quickly make your way out to the edge of the swamp. And you dip it down into the water, and you hear the hiss. And the coal sinks down away out of view.
Okay, and I have to stay there because I used all 40 feet of my movement to do that.
Yes. We're definitely going to say that was an action.
Yep. So I'm done. That was fun. I like that.
Let's see. Thing sort of bounces around. It's going to pass by you, Ruben. Put you to flame. And then continue on. And that... Oh, I thought for a second your AC was 24. I was like, no way.
I would.
Catches you aflame. And you take a little bit of damage.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah.
Does that mean Ruben's gonna be a little bit bald?
Oh
He's-
god.
You smell the
he's
scent of
extra
burning hair.
He's extra flammable.
One comes up along and begins to kindle Runa.
Except she's got resistance or something.
Yeah,
Do you
she's
have
a
a
tiefling.
resistance?
She's a tiefling. She should be resistant to
Depends on
fire.
which type of tiefling, I believe.
Mm,
I
Get
read
the
it
I think it's
on
a
Or is it
racial
all of them?
trait. I'm
What
pretty
is
sure it's a racial
resistance?
trait.
Okay, cool.
I saw
But
something
it does
about it.
still nice. Well, because some tieflings aren't connected to. I don't know a lot about tieflings. But I thought that some tieflings weren't necessarily connected to like Avernus.
No, they're not, but they're part demon or related to demons, so they have fire damage resistance.
You only take a single point of fire damage. Then you catch a flame. Malik.
Well, I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna suffocate this little kindling. That's what I do. That's what I'm gonna do. with my
Where's
turn.
your water coming from?
Oh, I thought it was like a bunch of buckets lying around us. That's what I thought.
No. Just 2 buckets
Yeah.
with water in them, and they have since been
And
used.
we emptied them.
Then I'm going to just try and scoop the coal up in the bucket, I guess.
Okay.
I wanna run outside and I wanna...
Go ahead and
Sort
give me
here.
a dex check as well.
Okay. Oh, I kinda suck!
Mm.
I kind of understand.
I'm
what you
gonna
meant,
say
Alec, 'cause
I'm gonna say that you fumble, unfortunately, but you managed to just avoid accidentally burning your fingers.
there's
Okay.
a fire
Ah,
needs
and-
oxygen to burn, and so you were trying to smother it. So
Well, I don't think the buckets are like perfect at keeping in the air.
Yeah, I don't
like,
think
more
that's
like
gonna
right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna disengage.
And I think that probably would work normally on like a normal sort of fire.
But this is
Yeah.
animated.
Yes, this is a little different. Not your typical
Disengage.
fire.
And that's that.
Okay.
I don't want to burn my coat. It's a pretty coat.
This coal comes up and burns Mr. Bullywug, who yelps and begins patting down the flames on his body. Meadow.
I snuff out a flame. This one.
Okay.
Your fingers, you and
We
the
said
light.
that was a wisdom save. A 12. What the frick? And he, like the other, blinks from existence. Ruben, you are aflame.
Try and put myself out.
You can't. Yes. But you first take 4 fire damage. And then you can use your action to douse it, pat yourself down.
Okay. So I don't need to make like a roll or anything. I just can
Just
use
your
my action.
Mhm.
Okay. Ruben will take his on fire traveling cloak off of him and throw it to the floor, and not be on fire.
Might I suggest moving away?
And then he'll move over, yeah, back away for a second.
Yeah, he's just looking a little pink. Runa. You take 3 fire damage, and do you use your action to put it out?
No, she doesn't. She takes 1 or 2.
Oh, you're right. Yep, 1.
1.
Correct. 1 fire damage. And then do you take your action to put it out?
So there's like flame all around us now. It's burning.
So it's a ember of the house that is sparked, and so it is now its own fire, but it is not sentient in any way, and it behaves like normal fire.
I'll try to how tall is like the ceiling?
It's not very tall. Probably like 15, 20 feet up in this area. Like maybe a domed ceiling into the roof.
Can I shoot the decanter water up so it will like splashes on the ceiling and rain on us?
Makes it rain.
Damn, you guys are like on a
Make it
whole ass
rain.
roll. That's a brilliant idea.
Wait, didn't you say the roof was made out of thatch?
Thatch. So it's definitely going to absorb some of the water, and then the impact is not going to be quite as effective. But I mean, it will definitely work. That's a lot of water. And what goes up must come down.
Yeah.
So
it'll
30
drip
gallons
out
of water
that.
on the floor, I do feel as though that is good.
I was just worried about it, like, blowing a hole through the roof.
Oh. So the roof between the ceiling height and then like the dome of the roof being like emptied, I think that that as long as Runa's like aiming for like the peak, you're pretty safe of blowing a giant hole.
Okay.
Because this has a guys only goes 30 feet long and then 1 feet wide.
Okay. I
Um.
will do that then.
Hey, how do I want to do this?
I mean, I imagine the whole place is gonna be, the whole floor is gonna be wet. as well.
So I think that all these fires are going to go out regardless. They've been extinguished as you drop 30 gallons of water on them. And then this one takes the strength. Save.
This one,
Okay.
I'm not aiming it at him.
Well, the water's going to fall onto him.
Okay.
So just like the fires as well, he's going to be affected by that fire. And I think that the fire falling onto you, Runa, and both the bullywig, I think that would probably put you out as well.
You mean water?
What did I say?
Fire.
Fire? Shit. Sorry. There's no
Fire's
fire raining
falling.
on you. No fire rains on you, and you are fine. But I do think that you will probably go out, Runa. And yeah, the reason I'm gonna have him roll is just because the water is gonna affect him. It's like you're throwing a bucket of water onto it.
Okay.
I forget what the damage was. Do you want to roll the d4?
Yeah. 2.
They both failed. This coal here, as the water rained down around it, barely flickers. Right. This guy is going to... No. Dash to the water's edge, risking a bit of flame. Oh, buddy, you've got such bad luck. And the bullywug kind of runs out of the place, a bucket in hand, as he intends to fill it up, though he is aflame. Silva.
Would it take any action on my part to get the bucket from him and fill it up? I guess it would take an action to fill it up and take it back in with me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe you should just put him out.
I mean, what does Silva care about this guy?
Well, I mean, because she hasn't filled up her bucket yet either, so.
Am I still carrying? I didn't think I
No,
was carrying
she
the
took the
bucket.
sling. Yeah, she didn't take
Yeah,
the bucket.
I
She took
put
the
down
sling.
the bucket.
Chill took the bucket.
But she also said it would take
I
her
took the
entire
bucket.
movement just to get back in the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, not to get back in the house because I went across the
You
house
could
and
get.
then went back out. It probably didn't take all my movement to get out there, but I didn't
Oh.
count it right because I have 40 feet.
Yep, you do because of the extras.
Oh, then by all means, do whatever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna run back in. I have no
Okay.
idea what's going on in here. I don't know where any of the coals are because I have been outside. Oh,
standing
and I'm
next
right
to
next to one.
You
Okay,
are
so I just
currently.
came in 10 feet. I'm gonna try my sling thingy again.
Okay. Scoop with the dex.
11.
I'm gonna say that's not gonna hit. DC is 1/5.
Okay.
But you also roll well enough that you do not burn yourself.
Okay. Don't think there's anything else I can do because I can't punch it. Okay, yep, I guess I'm done.
Little guy continues to bounce around the room, catching Silva aflame. For 3 fire damage.
Am I still wet?
You are not. That only saved you once.
Okay.
Got this guy bouncing around. Runa, if you'd like to make an opportunity attack of any kind.
What can I do? I have a dagger. Sure, I will try.
Definitely good. Hi.
6.
Though the dagger's point misses its mark and lodges itself in the charred wooden planks. This guy bounces around. Maybe he's going to set things aflame. I didn't stop fire.
Well, Malik is going to have a neuron activation moment instead. Getting a flashback for when he was taught about how favors worked. Looking at this burning frogman and his empty bucket, he thinks, do a favor, get a favor. So he's gonna pat him out.
Okay.
That's my turn.
The bullywug is, I'm sure, very appreciative.
Matt just stares at him with a big grin. Because he cannot speak to him in the common language.
So he gives you the language of creepy smiles.
Yes, freaky smile. Well, freaky. Freaky smile.
Hello.
I put him out again.
Okay, this one here.
Yeah.
And he blinks out of his existence. Oh wait, no he doesn't. I don't have to save.
I was about to say, are you just gonna give up on the saves?
No, I'm not. Alright, this one doesn't.
That one actually survives.
He does a quick tuck and roll. No, he doesn't. But the magic sort of like fizzles in your hand. Seem to reach him.
Down.
It's been working pretty good so far, though.
Yeah, and I don't think I can do anything as a bonus, so. Oh well. Look, guys, I put out 2 on my own.
Great.
Can I take my burnt cape on the floor, kick it onto one of them, and try and stomp it out?
Okay. Make a strength check.
For a second there, you had 2 of them in a 5-foot square, and I was like, I could put out 2 of them.
It's actually 10 feet.
Well,
These squares on the board are 10.
Well, they were right next to each other,
okay.
and it said that it has to fit in a 5-foot cube. And I was going to be like,
Mhm.
oh, I put out both of them, but then it moved.
I'm trying to translate.
Wouldn't that hurt his little rabbit feet? It's still hot.
So he is currently attempting to be smothered.
Right, but even if you put a cloak on top, it would still be hot.
Yes. But the water is still on the ground. The ground is wet.
Oh,
The
yeah,
cloak
that's
is going to
true.
soak up a lot of that water, and so I was thinking that it's like now it's like a wet cloak, a burned cloak, but it's also like a wet cloak. So now you're tossing like a heavy wet rag on top.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say that it's technically submerged in water and takes damage at the start of each of its turns. Runa.
What's over there?
So there's a coal that is here that has created a fire in the doorway.
Oh boy. I'm gonna open the geyser
Okay.
again
All right.
and try to put out that flame and on the line.
So
30
this
feet.
one is larger than the others. It's not out, but it is beat back. This one needs strength save. 13. And he does not. So he moves back 15 feet.
Actually, the move is only for objects, so
I would claim that it is probably an object.
okay.
I mean, it's classified as a construct, but for all intents and purposes, it's an object.
But also the spell is animate object. So.
Right, exactly. So I'll still say he takes a blowback, and that's a 1d6 damage.
1d4.
And a 1d4
One.
for and it does something.
It's water against flame, so
The water's not serving you very well this time. At the shore, the bullywog croaks his thanks in a language that you absolutely cannot understand. Though he is now bucketless.
Wait, what happened
So
to his bucket?
Why is he bucketless?
Silva didn't take the bucket from his hands.
I did not.
He has a bucket, and he fills it,
There's a bucket.
and he runs in. Silva, well,
Damage.
you are on fire.
Okay. Where's the nearest flame to me?
Probably the one behind you.
Yeah, it would be this one here.
Okay, thanks. It's hard to see.
You could put yourself
I'm
out
gonna.
and then help as a bonus, right?
Help is not a bonus action.
Oh, never mind.
I am not gonna put myself out. I am going to pull out my winter blanket, and I am going to drop on top of this flame with the blanket folded up as much as I can so it's really thick, and drop on top of it and lay on top of this blanket on top of this flame and see if it puts it out.
You can do that. I will give you the free hint of saying that this fire is not the size of a campfire. This fire
this is a fire
growing larger, so this is a fire. You jump on this with a blanket, you're probably gonna be engulfed.
Okay, where's the nearest coal? Is that over
Sort
here?
of like here beneath it, and then there's this one that's being smothered by Reuben.
Okay, and is this one? No, that's Meadow. Sorry, the words and the like
okay.
it says coal right on top of Meadow's face.
I'm the size of a coal too, so it's fine.
Not quite, but yeah.
Okay, are there any other like animated coals that aren't like right next to a flame or actively being smothered?
Negative.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to stop, drop, and roll and put myself out.
Okay.
And that's all I can do unless I move.
Guy bounces around, and as he does that, this guy throws his bucket of water.
I thought you were gonna say he was gonna kindle her again.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Because she's right next to
Though
her.
in his haste, he misses. Alec.
Well, I feel lonely.
I'm getting worried about
Just
Froggy Man. He's looking
what-
pretty bad.
Yeah. How does it take an action to refill a bucket? Or is
It
it
does.
just okay? Thinking. I guess I use my action to refill. I'll just stand here and look at the mess everyone's in.
As you dash back into the...
Could he pass it as a bonus?
I'd say yes.
Oh, well, that fucking case.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Guys, you gotta stop having so many good ideas. You guys are... you've never had this many in quick succession before.
Thanks.
So,
Oh,
I'll
that
just-
sounded
becoming a
mean.
team.
That sounded mean.
We're
That was a compliment.
We're becoming a team.
I love it. I
Team
love
player. I'll just hold it out.
Just beat
For
me
whoever
so
wants
hard.
my bucket of water.
it. Okay. And this one kindles you, Runa.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Can I use?
I can tell you right now, I'm so glad I can fly.
You do have a 5 left on your portent.
Well,
Nah, it's just.
just
that's only
four.
going to be
damage.
2 points of
Just
damage
two.
anyway.
Well, you could change the attack roll
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
to not hit at all.
Yeah.
No,
It's
no.
up to you.
We'll save it. I'll take the damage.
Okay. That's only 2. So it's not much. You guys are just casually being burned. It's fine. It's fine. Metal.
Fly. I'm trying to just get a better view of. I can't see over here. Is that a different room entirely?
It is.
Okay.
There's a staircase right here. And then there's this coal. This coal. This coal.
Okay, well, I'm really worried about Froggy Man, so I'll put this fire out.
So
You know, I'm
you
right
are
next to it,
able to
too.
make it smaller, but you're not going to be able to completely put it out. This is larger than a campfire.
Oh. Okay. I'm trying to see if I have any bonus action spells I could cast, but I'm pretty sure I only have one. Yeah, no, I don't. Okay. What can I do as a bonus action when I'm not a rogue?
Nothing unless
Not much.
you have something. It's nothing. It's not like actions. There aren't set bonus actions.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, well, I guess
Not,
I'll just keep fluttering
unfortunately.
here.
hey, I mean, it's keeping you out of harm's way.
If only I knew some healing spells.
Oh man,
Uh,
Lord.
If you want, you can grab the decanter from Rona to do something, to do things with it, because I'll try to do something else.
No, it's okay. I already have a way to put out water. Put out the things. You need a way to put out the things.
I have my base.
This
I
one
just
is
don't
still
want the
under
frog
Ruben's
to
wet
die.
cloak.
I do.
Alex, like, I can dissect him.
I can see how he works legally.
Don't know if it's legal still at that point.
I mean, do they have laws against me cutting up the dead?
I think all the frogs here would have a problem with that.
I'm gonna
That's
be
a
on Meadow's
lot.
side with this one.
God damn it. The world is against me.
Can Ruben try just taking his mace and try smashing it into smaller pieces? And just
Sure.
like in the sense of just like smashing out a coal.
Smash it down. Smash, smash. Ribbon smash.
Smash.
But seeing as the coal is under a wet cloak, it's a little bit difficult for you to decipher which lump is the coal. And you don't feel any satisfying crunches under the head of your mace.
Bummer. I'm going to bonus action healing word the bullywug.
Thank you.
Okay. You relieved Meadow's anxiety. And how much are we healing the bullywug?
Wish there was a roll button for it.
It's strange to me that there's not. Would you like to roll it, or do you want me to? Well, I think it's best that you do.
Plus wisdom is 3, so 7.
Okay. All right. He is instantly renewed, and you can see that he straightens up and pipes up, and he shouts a thank you to you across the room in Sylvan that you do understand. Runa.
Okay. This flame was not put out by all the water I threw at it.
Unfortunately not.
And there's a bigger fire going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think you. Never mind. I'm not gonna metagame.
This one is what? Another call and another call right here.
Forgot to have this coal take its damage on its turn.
So is it dead?
It is dead now.
Which one
Even
was
if
that?
it rolled a 1, it would have died. The 1D,
See, Ruben, you still succeeded.
Yay.
Which one
you
of
see a
those
little
two
sag.
took the most damage?
Of these two coals,
Yeah.
they look the exact same.
Okay, I'm gonna... I'm just gonna use magic missile
Okay.
on both of them.
Uh-huh.
I would say two on this one and one on this one.
Alright, you got it.
A 2 damage. So this one gets 4.
This
And this
one
one gets 2.
explodes. And this one sort of sputters, but does remain.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on to my position. I hope I don't die.
And also, you did not. Nope. Ignore the first one. And you take no fire damage. Alright.
Nice.
This guy's gonna run out with his bucket.
Can you just take my bucket?
He had a bucket in his hand.
So did I. Mine was
Silver can
long
grab yours,
ago.
it's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab your bucket.
Okay, well, I guess he doesn't like sharing buckets. It's kind of a mean.
Well, he can't hold 2 buckets.
Well,
drop his
Malik's
bucket
is
in my
already
bucket.
full.
Yeah, I'm holding.
That's
my,
true.
Take
I
my
guess he
bucket.
could bonus action trade you buckets.
Yeah, bucket trade.
Well, then I
But
can't
nevertheless,
put
he
out the
comes
flame.
back. He comes
You're an
back
adult
with a
monk.
dash and his newly filled bucket. Maybe he thinks you're stinky. I don't know.
Okay, I don't like this guy anymore.
I mean, Malik,
Did you like him to begin with?
you did say that you wanted him to die so you could dissect him.
Yeah, no, maybe. I didn't say it out loud, and he doesn't know uncommon. So.
Yeah, he didn't understand.
Oh, yeah,
I also
true.
put him out as fire misery. He must become his best friend. Well, yeah.
I'm gonna grab Malik's bucket and throw it on this flame in front of me.
Drown it! Drown it like a sack of puppies!
And how am I doing that?
Dex check. Or I'm sorry,
Nope.
this is not a coal. You throw the bucket.
No, it's a
out,
fire.
and you extinguish it. You're good. Sorry.
Oh, good, because that was a nat 1.
Yeah, I noticed. But yeah, I thought that there was a coal underneath, but there is no coal underneath. It's just a little fire.
Okay, and then with my movement, I'm going to carry the bucket out to the thing so I can fill it at the beginning of my next turn.
Malik.
Got it.
Boy. 10 feet. 10 feet. You know, why use a bucket when I have my fun little tool? I'll take out that branding thingy I got from the little Harrigan leader that wrote
Yep.
the prints. Now, I don't know what I roll. I'm assuming it's going to be the same modifier as all my weapons, which is a +4. But I don't know the damage.
It is a D4.
So, basically, you're going to use the coal to heat up your branding iron.
Is it a +2 from my dex, or...?
No, but either way, an 18 will hit. And you don't just come up here and hit this coal with the iron. You bring the iron down again and again and again until it is gravel.
Like this tool. I need to get a name for that thing. I gotta add it to my inventory, actually.
Officially, it's just called
Later.
branding iron, but you can call it whatever you want.
Yeah, but it has a special feature. If you hit something, they can't see you for 24 hours.
That's what it did when Agden hit you with it, yes.
Damn, it's only what he had. Damn it! I'm gonna kill that guy.
I didn't say that exactly, but that's a good implication.
Kill that guy when I find him.
Agden, when I catch you, Agden. Meadow.
I'm assuming they have this room covered, so I go to fight bigger fires.
Meadow the
Holy
firefighter.
shit! Okay, Runa, you got that one, right? And Meadow's
not
gonna just
stand
start
in my way.
focusing all of her magic on trying to reduce the fire of this
No, no.
in this room.
You use your magic on this one.
Why?
Bruna says I do not have it.
It's only gonna go down by like a few pieces. I think we need to focus all of our efforts on this one.
Smaller fires become bigger fires. These fires are growing. Actively.
Yes.
Oh,
We should
just
try to
make sure
put
you
them
don't
out.
you don't stand in front of me.
I'm flying above you.
Okay.
But sure, I will do my druidcraft on this one and make it just tinier.
It'll
It's not gonna
campfire.
get rid of it. So
It wasn't gonna get rid of this one either, so. These ones are pretty big as well. Although this
know.
one right here is the biggest. These are like 2 fires.
I was aware.
Ruben.
I would like to use this bonus action rabbit hop, and that's going to be 10 feet.
Okay. Cool.
And then
Big gravity hop.
I should be able to, with the rest of my movement, get outside 25.
Very smart.
And Ruben will say, Silva, you go ahead and run. I'll sit here and fill the bucket. You run it back and forth. And can I take the bucket from Silva and fill it?
Taking the bucket would be a bonus action, which you've used. We determined.
Oh, okay, right.
Like the bucket trade-off would be the bonus action.
Okay, I'm going to hold my action
Okay.
to fill the bucket. So Silva can run in, throw it on, run it back to me, and I will fill it.
Did you bring a bucket out with you?
Are you carrying one, Silva?
How many buckets are there?
Yes, I brought a bucket out with me so that I could fill it at the beginning of my next turn. That's why I came out.
He's gonna fill it for you so that you can keep your action.
Right, I'm just saying that was the deal, is that I have a bucket, and did he bring a bucket as well?
He's gonna get you're gonna need to use your bonus action to hand the bucket to him. Then
No,
he's gonna
I was
use
just wondering if he also had one, so that
I don't
when
think
I
so.
give him one, I take the other. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think Ruben picked one up. Sorry, I was misunderstanding.
Gotcha.
I don't remember Ruben saying he had a bucket. He has a super wet cloak on the floor. And Bruno, you take 2 fire damage.
Bruna.
Oops.
2 damage because of your resistance.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna open the water and use one section to aim it at this thing.
Mm-hmm.
At the big flame.
So you manage to get these fires quite under control, though they still burn slightly.
Okay. That's my turn.
So this guy has a filled bucket. He comes over to Malik and douses the flame in front of him, giving you a froggy smile and a little webbed thumbs up.
Malik just looks back at him with a bigger grin.
Oh, great. The fire's big again.
Silva.
My turn was the worst.
Do I have a full bucket now from Ruben? Or do I need to fill my bucket before I move?
Bucket is handed to Ruben as your bonus action. Ruben is actioning to hand it to you. So now you have a bucket
full of water.
Yes.
Okay. So, whoops. So let's see. That's 10, 20, and I have no idea where anything is because I've been outside. 30. Is there anything in this room?
You can easily see the fire over here, I think.
I'm in.
Oh, no.
No, I'm asking because I can't tell what's where. Okay.
No, not in this main room.
20, 30,
sorry, I was going based
40.
off the trajectory.
I think that's as far as I can move.
Mm-hmm.
Like right there. So that's pretty much all I'm going to be able to do. Unless I can throw. I don't think throwing the water is going to help. So I can't think of anything else to do. Guess that's it. Oh, wait. I could dash to get closer, right?
Mm-hmm. You could.
Then I just couldn't do anything when I get there. So All right,
Correct.
I'm gonna get right here, so I can start my next turn there.
Okay.
Well,
Malik.
yeah, I don't really know what I can do here. I guess I'll just be a supportive parent figure and just.
You guys got this!
I could if you get close enough, I could bonus action hand you my bucket full of water.
Truth.
Well, if you say so, gladly, I'll accept your gifts.
All right, here you go.
Thank you. Just
Wait, did the
like a
flame just
stealth.
move?
It just got smaller.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
assuming he then uses the bucket to extinguish some of it.
Actually, I used it to drink because I'm thirsty, but no, I extinguished the fire.
We'll kill you.
Sorry, I guess that's my bad.
Yeah, you're just making assumption of my character now. I don't like that.
I deeply apologize. I deeply apologize. It won't happen again.
Apologize.
Meadows.
I put out the
I
fire.
still offer the decanter to Meadow.
Snap your fingers and probably kill the killer with campfire. I hope.
Yeah,
With her
I put out the fire.
A flick of the wrist.
Teamwork.
And we are slightly less fiery up in here,
Slightly.
Ruben. You are bucketless, unfortunately. Duke did not have enough speed to return to you with the bucket.
Yeah, Ruben's just gonna wait and hold an action to fill a bucket that someone hands to him.
Okay. All good on your fire damage?
Okay.
Wait, is Runa still on fire?
Yeah. Yeah, Runa's been on fire for a while, just kind of chilling like that.
That is awesome. Just a tiefling with fire pouring off of her. I love it.
She's going full Karlak right now.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Karlak.
Okay. I'll do the same thing and aim the geyser toward the ceiling to come down on me as well. And the fire.
Okay. The geyser shoots as soon as you take the cork out, and after spraying the room, the fire beside you is gone, and you are drenched, but only slightly charred.
And not on fire anymore?
Correct.
Oh.
And now that the stress and heat of the burning building have passed, the bullywog approaches you, the side room where most of you are convened, and says in Sylvan,
Oh, thank you so much. Please, let me give this to you.
and he hands to you, Malik, a brass brooch shaped like a fly with little wings that flutter. And as he hands it over to you, he says,
Now wear this when you present yourselves to King Galak the 19th. It will help you gain his trust.
Malik just looks
Meadow
confused,
translates.
nodding. Oh. I see. Well, would this count as a favor? Because I was really hoping for something more. Technically, I need you 2 favors. He looks at Meadow, hoping she translates.
He says thank you.
I don't know what you said. That's the annoying part. Wow, Sylvan is such an odd language. You can say so much in so few words. Oh well. Guess I'll just wear the little brooch and be on my way. Just looking at him a bit.
Over here to see what I missed in the other room.
this room is
there
barely habitable. It is very burnt. So you must walk carefully as you go. stepping from board to board, looking
Can-
at ones that are sturdy.
Can I use my druidcraft to repair his like table? Like, I'm thinking of like growing vines up out around the leg to secure it.
Yeah, you could definitely do a couple of things like that. I was kind of thinking you were going for more like a mending, which would have been no.
No.
But yeah, you could do like some support work. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
The vines break through the floorboards and then thickly become sort of a really long table leg that extends down into the foundation of the swamp. But it's sturdy.
Sorry, I can't do more. I just tried to help, because your house got damaged.
Oh, I've been fighting this fire for what seems like days. I appreciate the help either way.
How did it get started?
Oh, that damn Wigglewog and Morgort. They set fire to this place, destroying most of the supplies.
Who?
Two of our own, that are part of a uprising that we're trying to get under control, but they attempted to escape this downfall. Our court took with them one of our fairy dragons.
Oh,
Halavar?
I'm pretty sure one of them's dead.
I would expect that. They're definitely both dead. One of them's in our cells right now.
Ah, I see.
When you translate.
Meadow turns to them and she goes, it was started by some troublemaking bullywugs, and she repeats the names, but I do not remember them because you were using that accent and I can barely understand. She says, one of them's in their jail at the moment. The other one escaped with a fairy dragon.
Oh.
In a cage.
A fairy dragon, you say?
Apparently there's some kind of uprising going on.
Malik starts salivating? Salivating. The word.
Meadow
Fairy dragon.
grimaces at that and just kind of looks away like, okay, you're weird.
Where was this fairy dragon last seen?
Probably leaving the premises. I just said that they escaped with it.
So we don't have a clue in direction.
Yes, they disappeared with one of our balloons, destroying this place to keep us from making more.
I see.
So this is the factory?
Oh, my friend wants to know if
It
this
is a balloon
the
factory,
balloon
yes.
factory.
Yes, well, it was. Used to be. It will be again.
Understood. Well, if you could just point us towards the king, I would really appreciate it.
Oh, of course. Yes, King Galp the 19th can be found at the gazebo just across the bridge. Around the building here.
Thank you, and good luck on your repairs.
Thank you, I'll certainly need it. It was good to meet you all, and thanks again for your help.
Malik is going to whisper into Ruben's ear. Could you ask our reptile friend there, whatever he is, if you could make us a balloon for saving his life, as I did heroically put out his fire on his body?
That's hilarious. He's totally not a reptile.
Ruben turns to him and says, "Hey, my friend Malik here, he wants you to make him a balloon, says that he's a hero and deserves a balloon." I'm not sure I agree with that just between you and me, but that's what he asked.
The bullywog looks at you, Ruben, and looks at Malik.
You can
And
totally say
he's-
no. It's fine.
He says,
We don't make these balloons to sell. They're for our own need. Patrolling hither, of course.
Totally understand.
Unfortunately, they're not for sale, and we're not able to make any more right now.
It was a big ask. I understand. I turned to Malik and said, "Nah, can't do it."
The grin goes upside down. I will remember this. You broke your favor. And he'll look very disgruntled, just walk back, but looking back at the frog, annoyed.
Ruben turns back to the bully and says, "He says he'll remember you in the future if he needs a balloon."
I love
The
that
poor
both him and
communication.
Meadow are censoring him.
You know, technically, I could use air for deceit to pick up the lies, but I just don't wanna.
You could go right
I don't think
ahead.
it's a lie. I think Rubens just thinks that's what you meant.
I mean, go right ahead with Meadow. She doesn't care.
I don't care either.
She's-
I like it this way more.
She would still lie about him anyway.
It's fine. I like it more this way.
That
It's
was
funnier.
a lot of work for nothing. Why did we help that guy?
I
He
don't
gave
know.
Malik a piece of jewelry, didn't he?
Yeah,
It's kind of ugly though.
we help. He gave you a
Where's
thing
my
so that
piece
the
of jewelry?
king will accept us. But before we go see him, I think we need to have a group discussion. Wait for the
About?
About what?
the uprising. I don't know what it's about, but the fairy dragon that they took was Sir Talavar.
Oh, well, that bums me out.
And considering that I have a suspicion that the hag is somewhere in these parts, I'm wondering if these bullywugs are aligned with her, and if we should tread carefully.
What if
Very
Sir
smart.
Talavar was a war criminal and we let him free?
Sir Talavar
That is very
works
true.
for the queen of the summer court.
Well, what do we know about the Queen of the Summer Court?
She's the
well,
queen of all the good fae.
Well, I think good's a little subjective. What if Talavar committed unknown crimes and horrors against Fae?
You are right. We should dissect him next time we see him.
Well,
I
don't think I said that at all,
it's
but
a little strange that you are suggesting that, Ruben, considering you seem to think the best of everyone.
yeah, well, I mean, if these bullywugs had beef with him, maybe there was a reason.
He said that Bablorna trapped him in a cage.
Well, maybe she trapped him for a good reason.
Bablorna's not a good person, Ruben. She is one of the hags that stole from us.
Well,
we
maybe
did
she had a
something
good
wrong.
reason to steal it.
Yeah.
Now,
exactly.
now he's gonna think the good at everybody. Right now.
Ruben, why are you even here?
You're
Are
my
you being
friends.
so mean to Rabbit Man?
So, shouldn't we go see the king?
Where are you? You're not with us.
Well, where are you?
Where are you guys?
I went around the house.
Oh,
Yeah, we're like behind
I
it.
missed that. Here I am. I was still in the house. I got distracted.
Oh, well.
But yes, we should go to see the king. I was just saying that maybe we just don't be too forthcoming with information, because they might be sided with the hags.
But lying is bad.
It's not lying, it's just omitting the truth.
That sounds like a lying with extra steps.
Hopefully they don't speak common.
I hope they do. Hello!
Why?
You guys do come to a bridge. And this
What is
flat wood plank bridge, which spans this arm of the lake, is lined on one side by rows of bullywug heads on wooden spikes.
Oh god.
At the center of the bridge, a small figure sits with its feet dangling over one side. The figure appears to be talking to itself in bemoaned tones. But then the severed bullywug heads nearby erupt in a cacophony of voices, some indignant, others sympathetic. A few more in a distant row yell,
What? Couldn't hear what they said.
What the? clockwork.
Hello?
Did we hear what this guy said?
As you guys are walking up, you can hear him saying, "It's not the same, you know? The gourd's fine, I guess, but it's not me. Not really."
He's speaking
Oh
common?
my god.
He is.
That's
Okay.
a bullywug and he's missing his head.
Hello, good sir. What are you sitting on this bridge for?
The little thing looks up at you, his hollow gourd head wobbling slightly as he speaks in a small, somewhat shaky voice. "Oh, hello. I'm called Clapperclaw. I ran away from home. Granny Nightshade wanted me to do bad things, and I just couldn't. I ended up here, but then these mean Harengon brigands, they took my head." And he kind of puts his head up on the gourd. "My real head! It was this awesome stag skull, all shiny and cool. Now I just have this gourd that rattles when I move because of the coins inside. I don't like it. I really want my stag skull back, but I'm scared.
Where's your stag skull?
Granny Nightshade made the Harengon brigands take it."
Malik,
Wait a minute. Brigands.
you need to go back and get your minions to give back the skull.
No, I got this.
I'll
Now,
offer
tell
a
me-
free history check to anybody.
Okay, sure. Gladly. Free lore.
Somebody with a better one than me. I do not have
I only
a
have a
good history.
2. I suck.
Neither is Malik.
I'm gonna run my terrible -1 and see what I get.
Holy
Nope.
poopy poops.
Oh god.
It's okay, Runa saved us.
Thank fuck. Thank god for having a smart person.
Runa, you recall as you can hear them conversing. You guys looted the shit out of the tollway. Top to bottom of that place,
We didn't see
you
it.
looted it, and there was no stag skull there.
Stag skull.
So not my brigands.
Mm-mm.
There's competition in these woods.
Hey, I know. If you guys help me get my head back, And he looks around for a moment and then looks back with a lowered voice. "I'll take you to thither. I know the way. I'll be really quiet and I won't get in the way. I promise. I just want my
I want
head
an
back,
inside check.
please."
I wanna inside check that.
Go for it.
I thought we could
I
access
think
Feather.
it's here for this. No, not that. The seats. That's what I need. So the inside. I rolled a. So that's an 8 instead. So that's a 12 inside.
You are looking at his gourd face. And from what you can tell, he's being entirely truthful, both about what happened to his head and that he knows the way to thither.
Very well then. You have a deal, my friend.
Hold on. We have reasons for being here first.
Yes, we do.
I don't want to go to Thither until we deal with what's
Yes, but he can tag along, can he not? Unless, of course, you just want to sit here by yourself, be depressive.
Hold
I'm
on.
not one to judge.
I don't want him getting in more trouble by a company.
He's already missing a head. Besides,
I'll stay out of the way, I promise.
see, he promises.
Okay. Can you answer one question for me? How are they alive?
Oh, you know, I'm not really sure. But I know who they are, what they are. I don't know how they are, but they were all kings at one point.
Kings.
Yeah, and then one of them speaks up from the line of heads, and kind of croaks out, "We were all mighty kings and queens once. Each of us ruled the soggy court with power and grace until treachery took our thrones.
and our heads. But those who betrayed us now rot beside us. How fitting!
I am sorry to hear
You
that.
belong with each other, I guess.
Does that happen often with the Soggy Court or just recently?
Another one of them speaks up.
Oh, the Soggy Court is the shadow of its former self under that fool Gallop the 19th. He is a weakling unfit to sit upon the throne. Rumors swirl even among the reeds of another coup. How the mighty have fallen.
And the rest of them croak in agreement as they remark in various different ways about the ways that they themselves were felled. It's clearly a
So-
trend.
I see. Okay,
It's a
well,
norm.
have fun with that.
Ooh, I'm keeping that in mind. That's a good fact.
You're not a frog, you can't do it.
Who said I had to be the one doing it?
You guys approach further with Clapperclaw following.
I love that
Behind
little
you.
light hats.
And here you see a grand marble gazebo that stands atop a mound of soggy earth with its white stone streaked green with algae. The support pillars have sunk into the muck unevenly so that the domed canopy now sits askew. Short steps bring the gazebo and leading to a raised floor where bullywogs dressed in shabby clothing lounge on pillows. Among them, a harpist sends forth delicate notes that mingle with the murmured croaking of the gathered nobles.
Where's
On a
the-
dais, the king?
No, I was looking for Silva. We need Her Majesty to come forward.
I'm
Oh,
coming.
yeah.
On a dais, a flabby bullywug wearing a crown of woven lily flowers sits on an ornate throne with his legs folded underneath him. He has a large leather-bound book open across his lap and is mouthing the words he reads on the pages. Without even looking up, he croaks,
Have you no herald to announce your presence before King Gallop the 19th?
and he slams the book close as if to punctuate his question and looks up regarding you for the first time.
We do. And Malik ushers over to Meadow and nudges her to start playing with her instruments. Come on, do your thing.
I don't think that's what he meant by herald.
Oh, herald the princess or queen or king or whatever that punch lady is.
Did he say that in common, by the way?
Yes, he does
Okay.
speak to you in common language.
Okay,
nice guy.
Meadow steps forward and says, presenting Her Majesty, Queen Monarch of the Witchlight Carnival, to see Your Majesty, King, and I forgot his name again.
I did too.
This guy, King Gullop.
King Gullop. of
Wait,
the
which
Soggy
guy
Court.
is the king?
This guy
No.
with his little,
Wait, no,
his
where
little
is
frillies.
He's right here.
on
Here,
the?
here.
Okay, thanks. So I am right in front of him. I step forward and greet him with a curtsy. So pleased to meet you, Your Majesty.
It is very good to meet you as well, your other majesty.
And as he looks between you all, his eyes seem to widen as he spots the brooch pinned to Malik's clothing. Yes, gull op if you're going spelling, but yes, gull up. He spots the brooch on your breast, and his demeanor shifts from cautious to welcoming as he leans forward with an approving nod.
I see you carry the mark of Duke Ikrid. This changes things.
Yes. He is a dear friend of mine. I asked him for a balloon, but he, alas, could not produce.
Yes,
It is a shame.
we assisted him in putting out the fires at the balloon factory.
Our thanks. The traitorous bullywogs that participated in the sabotage. Caused a lot of damage, and we appreciate your help. But, travelers,
And he places his hand on the book in his lap.
I seem to find myself in a rather delicate predicament. This book, you see,
And he holds it up.
was recently acquired from a darkling merchant. It's Bavlorna's, you see, stolen from her just hours ago. I took it into my care to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands.
And his eyes seem to shift sort of anxiously as he continues to talk.
But I fear Bavlorna's wrath if she believes I had a hand in this theft. I need someone to return it to her, to explain that I only wished to safeguard it, not steal it. Will you help me
We would
return this book to her and assure her of my innocence?
I'd be
love
glad to. Yes. Halo over my head, cross on my heart.
Very convincing. He gestures to the pin on Malik and says,
Only those within the Soggy Court are permitted to approach Bavlorna directly. But with that brooch, you have proven yourselves as allies. If you wish, I can extend to you an invitation to join our ranks.
and as he's talking, one of these bullywogs hands Reuben a goblet of wine, presumably, with an encouraging smile and a little nod.
Hey, thanks. I'm parched. Reuben throws it back.
Yeah.
As you take a drink, where you might have thought to see or taste sloshing liquid is actually a deftly folded piece of parchment with horribly penned Sylvan upon it.
Reuben gags on it, pulls it out of his mouth, and unfolds it and looks at it.
The king continues, gesturing grandly as if imagining the scene before you all.
You would be inducted into the Soggy Court, a privilege very few outsiders ever receive. And once you are members, you may speak with Bavlorna without hindrance. What say you? Will you join our court and help secure Downfall's future?
Well, see, I have my own merry band of, how do you say, followers or workers. I am not quite sure of the contract, nor the benefits of joining your army. However, I do propose that we visit this idea again after we know each other a bit more. Maybe even a potential alliance.
For
You
the
see,
record,
I am very fond of plants. And I believe my rabbit men and your frog men could be great friends. What say you, King?
For the record, this man does not speak for our queen. And she gestures to Silva.
You're just mean!
I certainly am not opposed to discussing some more details for an alliance, but before I help you, you must help me, and we can
Of
discuss
course.
further desires.
Then I will help you.
I think we should accept his offer so that we can approach Zabilna openly.
Bavlorna.
Yeah, whoever.
Whoever. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, really. Same person to me.
Not to them.
Well, if this deal suits you, simply proceed to the palace where you shall be fitted with the proper attire.
Gladly.
What
Good day to you.
proper attire?
Which direction do we go? Kind of confused.
One of the bullywug guards steps aside and gestures down the path.
Thank you, good sir.
What did Ruben's note say?
We don't know.
He read
You
it.
didn't
Reuben's
see Reuben's note.
pocketed it.
Oh, you just whispered it to him. Okay.
Yes, I didn't forget.
On we go then.
So,
Come
Reuben,
along, headless frog.
Reuben, what does that thing say?
I don't think we saw him
What?
get it.
Yeah, I didn't see shit.
Oh, we didn't?
You saw
I mean,
him
I was
get
busy.
a cup of wine.
I was busy talking.
Okay.
Was it good wine?
Yeah.
Cool.
Everyone kind of looks
Insight
around.
check.
Is there people like escorting us, or did they just send us on our
Nope,
way?
you are on your way, and you're just kind of walking over a little land bridge right here.
Okay. I'll wait until there's. I don't know. Yeah, I'll wait.
I feel like I'm surprised
You're free to
Ruben
do
didn't
so.
just burst out and read it aloud.
Yeah.
With excitement.
You
So
know
do we
what?
know which direction to go here at the fork?
Really?
Did they tell us?
I
Not in
do
specifics.
wanna insight check my rabbit friend though, as I am a suspicious man.
Insight check him for what?
I
For
don't
keeping
know.
a note from me!
To be honest,
If he enjoyed his wine or not?
the way he
Yes,
answered,
if
I'm
he
assuming
enjoyed his.
the way he answered seemed suspicious. To be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am a suspicious man. My whole subclass is being
You
suspicious.
do get the point. You do get the idea that Ruben is not telling you something.
Hey, rabbit man, do you trust me?
Is there any way
Define
I can-
trust, Malik.
Can I do like a perception
Wow.
check or something to find out which way to go?
I trust
That
you
would
to be
be,
you.
You trust me to be me. So if I were to be dying, do you trust that I would not end your life to save my life? Am I your friend?
I don't know why I'm going
Maybe.
along
Ruben,
that.
confused by the first question and unsure,
Don't go that way. Don't go that way.
emphatically says yes to the friend question. Yeah, absolutely.
Lucy, are you hiding something from me?
Silva, don't go that way.
Ruben looks around to see if
Yeah,
there's any
I
more.
When I saw the
Yeah,
card.
anyone but us.
At about 25 feet away, there are definitely entities. You can sort of make out the swish of a scaly tail through the mist. Ruben.
Scariest moment of my life coming out of that and seeing that thing just appear.
There's something. Maybe I'll tell you later. Just
You promise?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Meadow's hiding behind Silva.
Oh, a magnificent creature indeed. I say, dear frogman, what is this magnificent creature you behold before me? Can contain some excitement.
You guys approach. And, this
And she walks away.
This ramshackle hall is built around a very big tree. Two of the tree's limbs reach out through the walls like enormous welcoming arms.
Oh man. Sweet.
Now she's
As
hiding behind
you have been sent by the king,
Okay, well that's
the
boring.
crocodile
I'll chat.
crawls out of the way.
Yeah.
It allows you passage. The
Shit.
interior of the hall is very roomy, with an open floor plan that allows the people on the upper story to look out over the lower story. There are different bullywug courtiers moving through the space.
I'm gonna
We're
get
missing
attention of
somebody.
one by and stop them.
It's
It's Clapperclaw.
Yeah.
He's outside.
Oh, he's staying outside? Okay.
I mean, I
I'll
just
try and
left
get
him,
one. Yeah, I'll try and get your attention, and then I point to my brooch. See, I'm important. I matter.
Ruben's gonna sidle up next to Meadow too, and he's gonna slip Meadow the note that he got, and he's gonna do it quote unquote stealthily, but it's very theatricality. Like there's a theatricality to the stealth.
Very not stealthy.
Exactly. He's like, this is what stealthy looks like, but like in a very
Is he doing that thing where he like
Yeah.
whistles
whispery
innocently?
type thing.
It's like,
yeah.
He hands the note along to Meadow.
Okay. She peeks at it and she goes, right, and then tucks it away.
Anything we should know, Meadow?
Oh, what do you mean?
I just seemed that Ruben gave you something. I was just curious what's going on, if the rest of the party
High
needs to know what's
five!
happening.
And Ruben gives the biggest wink, like it's not subtle.
Oh yeah, you mean
A really
this?
forced wink.
You mean this? And she pulls out a ration.
Hmm.
He was just concerned about me because it's been a while since we've last eaten.
Well, you're kind of big. Maybe you should go on a
Okay.
diet.
Excuse me?
What? You ate a lot on that pie contest.
Yeah, and as you can tell, it has already been absorbed. I am very slim, thank you.
Well, I
The
wouldn't mind taking
chatter
the measurements then.
draws
Do not
out some
measure me.
bullywugs from the side rooms, who begin to gesture each of you in one by one.
Where?
And
Which one?
they're like, they're both. You guys could go into either room,
Oh.
and they give you each, it's not like nice stuff. It's kind of, faded and stained, muddy sort of clothing. But it does all bear like the bright colors and ruffles of that the Bullywug court likes to sport.
Hey, this stuff is fantastic.
You are dressed with the assistance of the other Bullywugs if needed. And as everyone is getting their clothing adorned upon them, the king enters and holds out the big book, Bad Blood, to Runa. And says, here it is. As newly appointed emissaries of the Circuit Court, you must deliver this book back to Bavlorna without delay. She must be assured that the book was merely safeguarded and not stolen. Go now and make haste.
We are
While our
missing, so-
bullywug is dressing us, Meadow wants to make small talk. And she asks him questions about the Soggy Court. Like, so tell me, what is it like here in the Soggy Court? Do you have different, is it a big place? Does it expand to encompass a large area? Do you have different towns within the Soggy Court?
Do you take the book from the king, Runo? Yeah, 1 second then.
Yeah.
I look at the others and do I take this?
Ruben's nodding his head. I think we're going that way anyway.
Yeah.
Or I think I'll take it from him.
It is not it's not like a huge book. It could definitely like fit in your pack.
Okay.
Oh, what?
I look at the king and say, don't have to kiss you or anything, right?
No, of course not. No, of course
Oh,
not.
okay.
But like I said, you just make sure you're really convince her that you tell her the truth of the matter of the fact that I had no part in its stealing. It was
Yes,
safeguarded
yes.
here by the Bullywogs in my name.
Got it. Don't worry, message will be delivered.
Well,
Thank you.
let's get a move on. I guess. I don't know where to go.
And to where Do we go?
No.
So,
Okay, so he says nothing.
Who said something?
so
Did I miss something?
Uh,
Oh yeah, sorry. You were asking the Bullywug guy about his
about Soggy
court.
Yeah.
The court resides only in Downfall, and the way that he talks about it, you come to understand pretty much immediately that calling this a court and having a king, is basically a big old game of king and queen's house. These guys are not in control of anything. They're basically a super small tribe, that just lives right here in Downfall.
Okay.
pretty similar to us. We have a
Goes-
queen with no power. So I'm gonna ask.
Disparaging.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
trying to find out where, that place was. But, yeah.
King Gullup, could you tell us which direction we need to go in order to find, in order to return this book and find Baglova?
Bavlorna.
Lorna resides in the cottage.
Lorna, whoever the hell.
Bavlorna resides on the cottage in the center of the lake on the stilts.
Okay, so which direction do we leave this building? Because I can't.
This
You
way.
you head out and you take a left, though you'll need
All
some
right.
way to cross the water.
Let me just say, this party is terrible with names.
Yes.
No.
I mean, I
Malik has
literally-
an excuse, and only Malik.
Yes.
I'm
I literally
bad at it too.
get stung. I don't know. Well, shit.
My problem
Is
is
it
I can't
left?
read my own handwriting.
That's relatable. I don't know. He said left, so
No.
I guess
Left,
this
that's
way
this
again.
way. Yep.
Oh,
Don't mind me cruising through. Celebrity. Duke's guy. That guy.
oh, but I really wanted to go this way.
I mean, we could, if you wanted.
I just want to see what's in this direction.
What's in
Well,
the
what-
darkness? Oh. Oh.
Rising from the soggy earth here is a sturdy wooden hut with an open doorway on one side of it. At the back of the hut are two holding cells with thick mangrove roots that serve as bars, with a small round door closing off each cell. The floor of one cell is covered with several inches of stinking water. The other cell holds two figures in rags slumped against the back wall.
My. They have some willing subjects, I see.
Malik, don't be creepy. This is obviously their prison.
As you
Well, yes.
all file in, this one stands.
Aw.
Oh, he was a knight.
The Bullywug stands and performs a very knightly bow, despite her ragged appearance.
I am Morgort, the Knight of Warts.
The remnants of an orange surcoat, emblazoned with the sigil of a frog-shaped great helm, hangs loosely from her frame.
I have no regrets for aiding my good friend Sir Talavar. Honor demanded it, and I would do it again in the face of that bitter hag Bavlorna. Wigglewog and I helped him escape, but I stayed back to ensure their freedom. Capture was a price I was willing to pay, and you can take me to my death, but it will always be worth it.
I'd be careful
Oh.
about who you're talking about taking a death around.
We met Sir Talavar. We saved him, actually. He's free from the cage now. But
You
I'm
don't say.
afraid your friend didn't quite make it.
Oh. And like Morgoth's face completely drops. It's like all the happiness has been sucked from her. And she looks
Well.
towards the exit door and then back at you all.
Look, things go south, and you all need to get out of here fast. There is a balloon nearby. You can steal it and fly to safety. It's risky, but it's your best shot at a quick escape.
Well, see, problem with that is, I don't really have a problem with these people, and I think it would be in the best interest of the Triarchy to have their support. Besides, your friend didn't die for nothing. I killed the person who killed your friend. And he rips off his hair, showing his meat sickle. Look, I even made him into a weapon.
Gross.
Not your
Ew.
friend, the enemy.
Malik,
Pushes it back in.
um,
What do you mean, sush? You're so mean.
no, you're mean. Anyways, we are the king. We met the king, and he just tasked us to give something back to Bavlorna. And to be honest, I really want to go see her for my own personal reasons. So we're gonna go do that, but we will keep that in mind for the future. Also, are you part of the, and then she whispers, uprising?
Long live the Baron of Muckstup.
Yeah, where is he? We just got a note, but we don't know where to find him.
He resides across the lake.
I see. Good to know. Thank you. Is there anything we can do to
Listen.
help you?
Oh, well, you could get me out of here for one. But listen, you said you were going to see Bavlorna.
Yes.
She's a nasty piece of work, a recluse, who rarely leaves her cottage. And when she does, it's only to make foul bargains with those unlucky enough to cross her path. She is not to be trusted, no matter what she offers.
Good to know. It's just she has something of mine, and I need it back.
Well, do say
This is
we
a-
help you with your little uprising. Would you be willing to join the ranks of the Triarchy? It has great housing and, pay.
I have my own quest that I am on, friend.
Such a
Malik,
shame.
maybe you could get them out
Why?
so they can be free?
But they're not gonna help me. They just denied my request.
Oh, goodness gracious. Does anybody else know how to pick a lock?
As
I
you
do.
are all talking, the other slumped figure stands. And you see the first human not in your party, aside from the innkeeper.
Oh.
And she stands there quietly, saying nothing, just observing you all.
Do you want something? Do you want to join the Triarchy?
No, do you want something, or are you just here to talk to us?
I do. I want to join the Triarchy.
And I
Sorry,
want to be free of here.
we
Okay.
didn't even know this was over here. I got curious. I just happened to stumble upon you.
So, tell
What are you
me.
doing in there?
Well, yeah, that too, I guess. Probably shouldn't release a serial killer.
Well, I'm not a serial killer, but I
We are.
don't think that I need to tell you. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That was out of
Well,
character.
Okay.
I wouldn't-
Okay. As you casually lean up against the side of the bars. Yeah, we are though.
we killed 3 people.
I'm not willing to talk about that just yet. But I can
Okay.
say that I mean you no harm, and I'm happy to help you.
So, if I release you, would you join the Triarchy?
No, but she might help us.
I don't know what the Triarchy is, but I, like Morgort here, I have my own quest that I'm on.
Just a shame.
But she might help us.
Oh well. Well, she
I
just denied
certainly
my
will.
request.
She doesn't want to join
Ah.
your stinking band of baboons, okay? She will help us.
All right, that's a little rude to Ruben here.
I was about to say, how dare you? My Haragon are the finest in the realm. Right, Ruben? Wait, shit. Right, Rabbit Man?
Your herring
Yeah.
are little thieves and brutes.
Watch your mouth. They are quite established. You know what? You can deal with these people as you will. I will wait outside.
And he stomps out the little room.
Frustrated, tantrum,
I don't know how to
kicking
open
rocks.
this. I don't know how to pick a lock. What is this?
It's just a chest.
Runa, can you magically open it?
Who?
Runa.
Oh yeah, the knock spell. Wait, I could open it. I have an item for it.
Yeah, except you won't.
Yeah, because I won't.
He has both the items to open it.
Yeah, I'm sassy. What can I say?
Can I steal it off of him?
Good luck.
I mean, you can. If Malik wants to let you try, you certainly
You
can.
can try if you want to.
I'm gonna try.
All right, you roll sleight of hand, Meadow, and Malik, you go ahead and roll a perception.
Would that count? For
What?
anything? I have deceits. I have 4 deceits. Oh, detail! Detail! Shit! I gotta mix up every time.
Unfortunately, no.
I didn't do very well.
That's
anyway.
fair.
Oh, yeah,
From better
maybe
than
his
me.
perception's terrible.
Yeah, it
Ah!
is. It is quite ass.
Wow. Nice job. That was
And-
He's too
surprising.
busy.
You
He's
very,
too busy having a tantrum, kicking rocks.
you very carefully, with like your thumb and your forefinger, just grab a little bit of the metal tube, and you pull it out of its pocket, and then you slowly away and back into the cell.
And then I blow it.
And
Do I hear that?
I mean, yeah, you might hear like the little chime.
Or
What the fuck?
what is it? Is it a thing you blow in, or is it like a?
It's
Wait,
not
what
a
is
blow. It's
Oh,
like
sorry.
it's like a tuning fork kind of deal. But
I
I
thought
wasn't
it was a
gonna nitpick
whistle.
you. Wasn't gonna nitpick you about it. And the red-haired female woman, human, crosses past you and begins to rifle through the chest, arming herself with the items that are within. And then Morgot steps out as well.
Okay, we don't want them to turn.
Thank
on
you.
us. We don't want them to turn on us on our way out. So hide for a bit, and then I don't suppose you can disguise yourself.
No, don't you worry about me. I can get out of here just fine. What I'll do is I will get back to the balloon and I'll meet you there. Just don't take too long.
All right.
Hey, so, excuse me, I heard an odd sound that sounds familiar like my little tuning fork. What was that sound?
Oh, it was my tuning fork, and she pulls out the one that's for F's.
F's?
Yeah. I
Remember
have a-
she found a little tuning fork, like an actual
Oh.
tuning fork?
I'm gonna check
tuning
my...
fork F key.
I'm gonna check
Yeah.
my little bags. I'm curious. Am I missing my tuning fork?
Are you? It's not called the tuning fork. It's
Okay, I swear I'm just calling it.
called Jingle
Jingle
Jangle's Chime
Jangle.
of Opening.
I'm gonna say that every time.
It's literally terrible, but yeah.
Where's my jingle jangle at?
You must have dropped it. That's unfortunate. 'Cause that
Dropped
thing was
it?
handy.
Fuck! Oh, fuck, this day just gets worse and worse. Actually, can you roll a deception check?
Do it up.
I'll
Which
roll.
I think I have something for that, by the way.
Oh, what do I roll?
For deception, you'd roll insight.
Oh, insight, right. See, that's why you're just marked.
Sometimes.
Whenever you roll a
Sometimes.
charisma check, you gain a bonus to the check equal to your wisdom modifier. So this is going to get a plus
Lucky
2.
me.
Plus
Lucky
2.
me. I can
Mhm.
bypass that nat 1 because of ear for the seat. So that is a 12 that you have to beat.
Okay.
But I get a plus 2 on the top of that.
Oh yeah, then you beat it.
Just barely.
The stage's just getting worse and worse.
Seeing as you know you don't need Morgort, she Hurley runs off the shore and disappears into the water.
Shit fucking hates stupid fucking frogs.
Alright,
Did I
so
really
shall we
feel about
go see Bavlorna?
What about me? Do you want me to lay low or do you want me to help you guys?
I mean, we could use all the help we can get, because these hags are nasty, but only if you want to.
I tell you what, I've been sitting in that cage for a hell of a long time and I'm ready for a fight.
Alright then. Is there any way you can disguise yourself so they won't recognize you?
Probably not, but here, I'll do this. And she goes outside and she scoops up a bunch of mud and begins to slather herself in it. So at the very least, her red hair is not.
Alright, I mean, that works.
Lost child.
Where did you guys go? I see Ruben, Runa, Silva. Where did Malik go?
He wandered off on his own. He's having a temper tantrum.
Oh, okay. Come on, Clever Claw.
He's malicking.
But he knows where the fuck to go, though.
God damn it.
They're sticking rocks into the water. Saying slurs and swears.
They said go this way?
What they said was that her house was the center of the lake.
Oh,
where's
so-
the center?
There doesn't
know.
seem to be any other way to go.
No, there
I'm
is.
guessing the center is
There's-
From where we are?
It's-
over here somewhere.
yeah.
Oh, they said we'd have to figure out how to cross the lake, didn't they?
Are we
I
are we
mean-
not gonna go meet our friend at the balloon?
I thought he didn't want to go see...
Are you ready to leave right now?
He didn't want to go see the, hag.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I mean, we could, like, climb across the road.
Whoa.
Like, yeah.
There's a rope here we could try walking across, but you have to be very, very nimble.
Indeedy so.
Unless you're fairy. I mean, I'll go first, because I am angry.
I'm trying not to go too far away from the party because I will get lost. I can't find my way back.
Where are you?
She's
Well,
flying
hello,
around the
where
middle
are
of
you
the ocean. Let me cross the road.
Okay, you're just
you have to
crossing it?
do-
Okay.
You have to do checks, don't you?
I'm waiting for it. I'll fall in the water
Yeah,
and drown.
To
Angry.
cross, I'm going to need
We're missing
an athletics.
Acrobatics? Acrobatics?
Can you move?
Are you gonna walk across it with your
Runa.
feet, or are you going to crawl across it?
I might as well just say I want to be artistic and walk across it.
Where's Runa?
Okay,
Sorry guys, I have to go. Yeah. You
no
can
problem.
continue
We're about
playing.
to finish.
I think we
Once
should just stop
they
here.
rest at the
Okay.
cottage. So yeah, you're not missing nothing.
Okay.
Just make your rolls to cross the lines, you guys.
Good. Acrobatics? Question mark?
So if you're gonna walk across it, yes, I will allow you to use your acrobatics.
I suck. I drown.
Otherwise, it's
You absolutely
athletics?
fall into the water. Yes.
I was gonna say I want Meadow to just like fly past Malik real
Athletics.
quick and make him fall, but I didn't want to be mean.
He's had
Didn't
a
even need to.
shit day so far.
Athletics or
Hey, Malik.
acrobatics? I have a question.
Yeah.
If I use my
You're wet.
my
Bro.
quarterstaff to help balance as I walk, can I do dex with advantage? I mean, acrobatics with advantage.
Now she's flying around his head.
All right. So based on being a monk,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say yes.
Excellent.
Sorry, I needed to grab his token for a condition.
Oh, you know our raft was right there. We could have just used
Totes
it.
was, guys. Totes was.
It was right next door.
Awesome.
And Silva, you successfully make your way.
I'm glad
Past
I
the
had
drowning
that
Malik.
advantage.
Hey guys, I see our raft. It was like right next to the thing.
I totally forgot we came by raft.
Can you swim?
I don't think Malik can swim, if I'm being honest. That guy is retarded.
Okay, well. Good luck with that.
Good like that. Well, shit. I guess I gotta.
Yeah, Silva, so you're here on these planks,
Okay.
basically.
I was like, I seem to be in the middle of nowhere.
And then Ruben, have I missed yours?
No, Ruben's
Oh.
not going to attempt it. He knows he can't do that.
Okay,
Meadow.
that's entirely fair.
Ruben's gonna take the raft.
Yeah, Ruben's just gonna walk back.
Meadow fishes out her rope and hands it to Runa so that she can use it to help guide her to the thing through the water.
He will also stop on his way back and ask every rock again if he can cross.
You're
drowning damage do I
given,
take?
yeah, you're given no pause. You are able to cross through the rocks, and Runa grabs onto the rope that is offered. Though, as she begins to pull herself up, cresting from the water, is a absolutely ginormous giant crocodile.
So it ends.
And that is the end of session.
Uh-oh. Malik's gonna get eaten.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm gonna meet hook you and use you, buddy. You're not safe. 15 feet. That's all I need. You know what?
So that
Fuck it.
is a great, lovely place for us to end on. So excited.
Right.
Man,
so
Malik had a
fun.
shit day.
I have a rope that's 50 feet long. I could avoid you.
I am pleased. Very pleased. I hope everybody had fun. And we will convene as per usual next Thursday.
Yeah,
What is,
awesome.
Alright.
That was a lot of fun. Everyone, thank you.
What is the
Thank
you.
the
See ya.
GIF referencing?
When Malik was just standing outside of this cell and he just yelled "Fuck" in the background.
Oh.
And there's like a TikTok sound or something like that where it's like the whack fuck sound and it sounded just like that. I was like, I'm also chronically online. All right. Well, if you guys
I
need
guess-
anything between now and then, you just give me a pokeboo.
Yeah, but next time I wanna tame this crocodile by hooking it and making it my friend. Thank you.
We will see how that goes.
Yeah, because I'm sure that
I was
Dave will love
joking,
that.
but no, I'm not.
For
Alright,
your
well, I wish you
meat
luck
wrap.
on that endeavor.
Alright.
I'll
Bye,
fucking.
guys.
Bye, Gabby.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.